a 512-acre ranch in Utah, cattle mutilated overnight, UFOs seen by entire families, cameras failing at the exact moment something appears. The U.S. government spent 20 years investigating it. In secret, they found no answers. This is Skinwalker Ranch, and it is still happening. You're watching Arcana Late Night TV. We broadcast after midnight, when the rational mind goes quiet and something else begins to listen. In the Uintah Basin of northeastern Utah, there is a patch of land that has been the site of documented paranormal activity for over a century. 512 acres of open terrain, surrounded by desert, watched by mountains, bordered by Native American reservation land. The Navajo called what lived here a skinwalker, a shape-shifting entity of immense power and malevolence, a being that could take the form of any animal, or any human. For centuries, the local tribes refused to set foot on this land. They knew something was wrong here. The Uintah Basin itself has been known as a hot spot for unexplained phenomena since at least the 1950s. Hundreds of UFO sightings, strange lights, unexplained sounds like distant explosions heard in the middle of the night, not just on the ranch, across the entire region. Whatever is here, it has been here for a very long time. In 1994, a family bought the ranch hoping to start a cattle farm. They arrived to find the property in unusually good condition. The previous owners had installed heavy-duty deadbolts on every door, on both sides, inside and outside. No one explained why. Within weeks, strange things began happening. Cattle were found dead overnight, not killed by predators, their organs removed with what appeared to be surgical precision. No blood, no tracks, no signs of struggle, just clean, precise cuts that a veterinarian later described as beyond human surgical capability. The family watched as a cow died in broad daylight, healthy one moment, dead the next, within an hour, with no cause they could identify. Then came the lights, silent craft performing maneuvers no known aircraft could achieve. Objects hovering without sound. One described as the size of several football fields, hanging motionless in the night sky before disappearing instantly. Not slowly, instantly. Then came the creatures. A wolf, impossibly large, bigger than any wolf on record. It approached the family's dogs and killed one before they could react. They shot it, multiple times, at close range. It didn't react. It turned, walked to the edge of the property, and vanished into the darkness. After 2 years, 2 years of escalating terror, the family sold everything and left. They accepted a significant financial loss just to be gone. They never spoke publicly about what happened again. What happened next is perhaps the most disturbing part of the story. A billionaire aerospace entrepreneur bought the ranch in 1996 and turned it into a research facility. He brought in scientists, installed surveillance equipment across every inch of the property. His team documented over 100 incidents of unexplained activity over the following years. Radiation spikes with no identifiable source, equipment failures at critical moments, cameras going dark precisely when something appeared, then resuming seconds later as if nothing had happened, cattle mutilations occurring in broad daylight, within an hour of the animal being seen alive and healthy, no predators, no tracks, no blood. personal encounters with entities that the researchers struggled to describe. And then, the United States government took notice. A secret Pentagon program was established specifically to study the ranch, funded by the U.S. Senate, staffed by defense intelligence officers. The chief scientist who later led this investigation had previously worked for the Department of Defense and NASA, and went on to lead the Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. For 20 years, the United States government investigated Skinwalker Ranch, in secret. Their conclusion: no answers. What makes Skinwalker Ranch unique is not just the stories. It is the consistency of what is reported. Across decades, across different families, across government researchers and private scientists who had no prior connection to each other. The same things keep happening. Cameras fail at the precise moment something appears, then resume working seconds later. Electromagnetic readings spike without explanation. Batteries drain instantly. Radios fill with interference. Investigators have developed unexplained lesions on their skin after visiting certain areas of the property, later confirmed by doctors to be radiation burns from an unknown source. One researcher opened the cover of an underground water tank, and within minutes, small burns appeared on his hand and head. A detector he carried registered a brief spike of radiation at semi-dangerous levels. No buried weapons. No known contamination. No explanation. Orange circular portals appearing to open in mid-air, witnessed by multiple people simultaneously. Not one witness. Multiple. Standing together, seeing the same thing. And beneath the ground? Ground-penetrating radar detected a massive dome-shaped structure deep underground. No one knows what it is. No one has been able to reach it. No geological explanation has been offered. The current owner of the ranch, a real estate investor and technology entrepreneur who describes himself as a former skeptic, has said this about the property, quote, "Prepare yourself spiritually before entering. Armor yourself. Enter with reverence and humility. We are dealing with forces that are not only unexplained, but have proven harmful." He is not a conspiracy theorist. He is a businessman who bought a property expecting answers, and found something he cannot explain. Today, Skinwalker Ranch is heavily guarded. Surveillance cameras cover every inch of the property. A team of scientists conducts ongoing research. The History Channel has been documenting their work for 6 seasons, with a 7th scheduled for 2026. 6 seasons in. Dozens of researchers, government involvement, millions in funding, and still, no answers. Just more incidents, more equipment failures, more radiation burns, more things appearing on the edge of the camera frame and then disappearing. The ranch is not open to visitors. The owner has made that clear. Trespassers are removed immediately. And when you read the accounts, the cattle with their organs removed by what looks like surgical tools. The wolf that walked away after being shot. The cameras that fail at exactly the wrong moment. The government that spent 20 years looking and still couldn't explain it. You start to wonder if the warning is for your safety or for theirs. 512 acres in Utah. A century of documented phenomena, government investigations, scientists with radiation burns, and a warning to prepare yourself spiritually before you enter. This has been Arcana Late Night TV. We'll be here long after midnight.